Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bravo refusing to give Dolores Catania a label as she is set to appear on RHORI. Real Housewives of New Jersey star Dolores Catania is making waves yet again, but this time, it's not in the Garden State. It was reported that Dolores Catania will be appearing on Bravo's upcoming Real Housewives of Rhode Island, RHORI, and fans have been eager to understand just how involved she'll be. As it turns out, even Bravo may not know yet. Dolores will make Poppins, an insider told Oka. It would be weird if she didn't show up, as she is extremely close with one of the main cast members and has had a close friendship with her for many years. Although early reports suggested Dolores Catania might be appearing as a friend of on RHORI, the network isn't ready to commit to any official designation. She's more like a long-term guest, the source clarified. They aren't building the show around her being a large part of it, but she's definitely going to be involved for sure. In fact, Bravo is refusing to give her a label altogether, suggesting her role may evolve as the season progresses. According to the insider, Catania may come on for events in the beginning and or at the end, keeping her involvement flexible and open-ended. With filming slated to begin at the end of the month, everything remains up in the air. No one knows what the future holds in terms of her being there, the insider said. She could inevitably become a full-time cast member and move to Rhode Island if she takes off on that show. For now, fans will have to wait and see how Catania's cameo-style role on RHORI plays out, and whether it could lead to a full-time move to yet another Bravo franchise. In a move that has Housewives Nation spiraling into a frenzy of speculation, Bravo has officially confirmed that Real Housewives of New Jersey veteran Dolores Catania will appear on the upcoming debut season of the Real Housewives of Rhode Island, RHORI. But in true Bravo fashion, they've dropped this bombshell with a twist. Dolores will not be given a label. Yes, you read that right. No housewife. No friend of. No cute Chiron with a clever tagline like Strong Island Soul in the Ocean State. Just Dolores. And that silence is deafening. Dolores, unboxed. Dolores Catania is no stranger to reinvention. From cop to single mom to philanthropist to plastic surgery glow-up queen, she has never fit neatly into anyone's mold. Maybe that's the problem. Or perhaps it's the secret sauce that's kept her so watchable for the better part of a decade. When news leaked that Dolores would be appearing on RHORI, fans and insiders alike immediately assumed she'd be handed a golden apple or clam cake, as RHORI's rumored intro props might go. But when Bravo dropped the cast announcement, with flashy portraits, quotes, and labels for the new Rhode Island wives, Dolores was there too, untagged, unbothered, and undeniably present. No label. Just vibes. And fans have questions. What is she doing there? Is she a guest? A narrator? A spiritual guide? One Reddit user posted in a thread titled Bravo, "Why is Dolores floating in space?" Theories abound. Some say Dolores was meant to be a full-time cast member, but contracts stalled. Others whisper about a pilot experiment in reimagining what a housewife even means in the post-pandemic, TikTok-ified world of reality TV. And then there are the bold truthers. Dolores is there to test the elasticity of the franchise, mused one Bravo blogger. She's not a housewife. She's a mythic figure now. A matriarchal entity. She is beyond Bravo. Indeed, Bravo's decision to withhold a label may be less about exclusion and more about elevation. The ghost of Housewives past. Let's be honest. Dolores has always been a bit of an outlier. Loyal yet enigmatic. Transparent about her cosmetic surgeries, but cagey about her love life. Fierce in defense of her friends, yet oddly zen when blindsided at a reunion. She's the woman who can host a charity event for battered women, confront her ex-husband's new girlfriend, and still look like she just walked out of a meditation retreat. Now imagine that energy dropped into the chaos of a brand new franchise. The Real Housewives of Rhode Island, based primarily in Newport and Providence, is rumored to feature a cast of socialites, real estate powerhouses, and some low-key old-money eccentrics. It's the perfect setting for a woman who exists at the intersection of luxury, loyalty, and low tolerance for BS. Bravo knows exactly what it's doing. Dolores is the ghost of Housewives past, present, and future. And she's here to haunt RHORI and has worn many titles throughout her long reign in the world of reality television. Housewife, entrepreneur, mother, ex-wife turned best friend, loyal ride or die, and occasionally, peacemaker in the midst of table-flipping chaos. But now, as she prepares to make a grand entrance into Bravo's latest reality experiment, Real Housewives of the Real Influencers, RHORI, Bravo has opted to break from tradition in a surprisingly bold way by refusing to assign her a label. No housewife. No friend of. No special guest star. Just Dolores. And honestly, it might be the most iconic move yet. The RHORI revolution. Let's take a moment to understand the beast that is Real Housewives of the Real Influencers. Dubbed RHORI by fans and lovingly mispronounced a dozen ways, this spin-off is Bravo's newest twist in the ever-expanding Real Housewives universe. Think of it as the Bravo Cinematic Universe's multiverse episode, a crossover of reality stars, influencers, and legacy housewives tossed together into a coastal compound with cameras rolling 24/7 and hashtags flying faster than glassware in a Jersey reunion. It's a social experiment meets content goldmine. Each cast member is supposed to arrive with a brand, a niche, and most crucially, a label. That is until Dolores. Dolores the Undefined, when the RHORI teaser dropped, set to a slowed-down, ultra-dramatic remix of Kellis Bossy. Fans were quick to dissect every detail. Among the title cards flashing across the screen were the expected monikers: the Disruptor, the Beauty Mogul, the Chaos Curator, and the Comeback Queen. But when Dolores Catania appeared in a sleek black ensemble, arms folded with that trademark New Jersey mix of warmth and no-nonsense steel, her name appeared alone. No tag, no subtitle, no explanation. Just Dolores. Within minutes, #JustDolores was trending on X, formerly Twitter. Instagram Reels were looping her intro with slow zooms and whispered voiceovers. And TikTokers were theorizing everything from a secret producer role to an unprecedented plot twist. Bravo, of course, stayed silent, because they know better than to ruin a perfectly good mystery. A label-less legacy. Let's be clear. Dolores Catania doesn't need a label. She is the label. Since joining the Real Housewives of New Jersey in Season 7, Dolores has carved out a space that defies easy categorization. She isn't the loudest in the room, but her voice carries. She's loyal, but not blindly so. She'll defend a friend until it's time to call them out with brutal honesty. She is Jersey to the bone, equal parts sweet and savage. And that contradiction is exactly why fans love her. For years, Bravo has leaned on labels to help viewers slot women into digestible tropes: the villain, the peacemaker, the queen bee, the newbie, the underdog. But Dolores has always floated between those roles, never quite fitting any one box. She's both emotionally open and tough as nails. She's that friend who will remind you to eat before you drink, then carry you out of the club when you forget. In RHORI, which promises to be even more chaotic and fast-paced than traditional Housewives franchises, perhaps Bravo realized that defining Dolores would only limit her. The Bravo playbook rewritten. This isn't the first time Bravo has tinkered with the formula. Over the years, they've experimented with full-time cast members who don't hold a tagline, cough Marlo Hampton pre-peach, shuffled cast members mid-season, and even dropped a few shocking firings via deadline articles rather than reunion farewells. But removing a label altogether for a legacy housewife, that's unprecedented. And let's be honest, it's genius. By stripping Dolores of a tagline or title, Bravo is leaning into what fans already know. She's the wild card. She can align with anyone, argue with everyone, and still somehow be the calm in the storm. In a house full of self-branded influencers vying for relevance, Dolores' authenticity stands out. While others are selling beauty lines and fitness apps, Dolores is just living, openly, messily, fiercely. There's no filter. And for RHORI, which seems designed to examine the clash between curated personas and raw reality, Dolores might just be the control variable. What fans can expect. So what does a label-less Dolores look like in the RHORI universe? Picture this. While the influencers argue over who stole whose skincare routine and compare Instagram analytics, Dolores is outside helping the gardener with mulch, or sitting on the kitchen island eating cold pizza and giving unsolicited but very necessary advice. Or maybe she's in the confessional chair, sipping a protein shake and dropping lines like, "I've raised 2 kids, 1 ex-husband, and 3 dogs. You think a TikTok feud scares me?" She's the house mom, the surprise moral compass, and potentially the emotional anchor RHORI didn't know it needed.